It's so precious.
On one sense, it's like coming out of the darkness into the light. And knowing that that light is not, the sun's not setting. It's just getting brighter and brighter. And knowing that it is not just outside. This is Maharaj's greatness. This is what Guru is. That it is not just the light which is outside, but it's inside. It's within us. And his greatest gift was the flipping the switch, however anybody came to him, regardless of what they called him, flipping the switch and allow them to experience that God within themselves. And so coming into his presence, leaving Amritsar, having that connection with Guru Nanak, but still not finding the voice who was calling me, coming to Delhi and being taken out to Govind Sutton. I can tell you that story too, but I'll tell you answer your question first. Coming face to face with the one who's been speaking to me since I was a child. Oh my goodness. The most remarkable feeling. And then having him welcome me, teach me, accept me. There were no words. I think the funniest part of it was I never wanted to let him out of my sight.
My God. My God.
And he was kind enough to take me with him and keep me with him for the first several months. But then one day went into Delhi and left me. I cried like a baby who his parents left with a babysitter and went off.
When Babaji left the world, for him it was so difficult, for many months, he would cry, and he's crying for him, he was able to see him, as Babaji appeared to him often, but it was very difficult for him, to not to be with Maharaj.
You see, the truth of the matter is, and this is the hardest thing for us to say, is Maharaj wants us to understand that the Guru is within us. And he never, even though we see him, he never wanted us. He always wanted us to connect to the light within, to the Spirit. And yet, he is, as you know, so gracious, so loving, so wondrous to be with. You never wanted to leave that physical form. We are so, it isn't even lucky, it's beyond luck that he appeared, and dust didn't appear, he came and lived with us. He came in the world, lived with us, worked with us, suffered physically with us, for us, worked and taught us how to work. It's just beyond luck. I mean, in all of history, in all the spiritual history, in all of human history, there have only been moments when they appear, because it's ad ante ke avatara. He's the same who's appeared in every form at all times. And now he appeared as Maharaj Baba Virsa.
My God.
Same. And so how lucky. I mean, how lucky. It isn't even luck. I mean, you can't, there are no words to describe it.
These moments are so precious, and like as you said that you cried like a baby when Maharaj Sahib left at that point in time. So uncle, like he's not in his physical form right now, but of course he's everywhere, he's omnipresent. So uncle, how do you kind of connect with him now, like even if he's not in his physical form? Like I'm really curious about this.
So let me answer the question this way. Meditation, reciting Nam, teaches us how to stay connected with God. When we recite Nam, many things happen, but a simple way of understanding is it attunes our, when we are not connected. We're always connected, but when we're not really attuned, our minds are wandering all over the place. We've got fears, we've got doubts, we've got all kinds of things going on. That's the finite voice of our ego. When we talk in Gurbani, it's Gurmukh, Manmukh, Gurmukh, Manmukh. The whole sense of human beings, our basic human frailties, we're beset, as Maharaj always quotes Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Ikriva Panpakari Rakorak, you know, that, and that to me was so remarkable to hear that the gurus themselves were beset by the same weaknesses that ordinary human beings have. But what's the difference? The difference is they are one with God and one with Nam, and so it dispels them. And so when we recite Nam, it attunes our mind to the voice of the infinite. And that's Maharaj's voice. And so by the more Nam, by reciting Nam, we're able to listen. Sonia, you know the Puri in Japji Sahib. Sonia, Sid Pia Sunat. Sonia, Tarat Tabla Kas. By listening, everything happens. If you look in Japji Sahib, everything happens by listening. Well, what does that mean? How do we listen? That's what meditation's about. We say, Gur ki murit man me jaan, Gur ki shabad mantar man maan. And so, how you connect, this is what he taught us. This is what Nam's about. To stay connected, to be able to hear his voice. The biggest failure for me, or wherever the failure comes, is not listening, is not, well, not listening, you know, like a parent, you're not listening to the order. For whatever reason, there's a weakness, and we can't fulfill the order. We may do 75%. Like yesterday, Maharaj told me to, before I got up, he said, rip up the talk. That there won't be enough time for all the philosophy. Just go, get up and tell your story. Well, I didn't listen totally. I got up, I started, and then I got to a point and I said, okay, now it's time to rip it up. So that's how I live. When you say, how do you listen, how is he with you? That's what I meant. We're all his characters in his play. And he tells, how do we listen? Because he tells us. I mean, it's like people said, but Uncle, you had this amazing experience. Yeah, because I've got such a thick skull, you know, that really give me a whack to get through to me. You know, some people you can whisper in their ear and they'll get it and they'll go off. Some people you have to really wake them up. So, how do you listen? It's because Maharaj is speaking to you. He's directing everything. Japji Sahib, my favorite line, akrita krita. Akrita krita. How do you work without doing, how do you act? God acts without doing anything. His actions occur because it's all his order. Everything comes created and follows the path that was created for them. And so just like we have DNA, which creates much of our physical body and even some neurological functions in our brain, which create habits and everything, are traced through DNA, in terms of DNA. But on the spiritual path, there's also our karma, which, when you say, what's the story? Our karma is the story embedded in us. That the script that we, excuse me.
It's okay, Uncle.
So, really, it isn't. We're listening. We're quiet. We can. So it isn't how we do it. It's when he's ready and he speaks to us. But if we cultivate that love for him, naturally he's going to speak to us. And always does. He never stops.
See, every day when he goes, and Baba sits in his room, he sits there, and Baba sits and he talks to him. Okay, talk to him every single day. He comes back and says, today Baba he gave me the whole thing, what to say. When he's going to speak to him tomorrow, and Baba Maharaj's birthday, Baba is telling him what to say.
You just spoke wonderfully. It was like, it was really amazing.
Even what he spoke there,
Yes.
at Mrs. Jolly's place, okay. Maharaj gave it to him. He writes, okay, but it's amazing, how we go out of the house and Maharaj says, take me with you an umbrella. And he said, no, today it's completely clear, day is not raining at all. And we go out of the house, we go half a mile and start to pour. So Maharaj knows every minute what what's going to happen. We are driving in the car and Maharaj is telling, turn from here left, you take this route. And if you don't take that route, we are lost. Then you come back and say, you shorter route. So Maharaj is that close to us, that close to him, that guidance every minute.
It's not me. The point, excuse me, I get concerned when Chikinder, excuse me, just give me a minute.
It's okay, Uncle.
So it really has nothing to do with us. We can't take any credit for it. Excuse me. We can't take any credit for it. It really isn't us.